Yeah. She with the roughness, we don't care about the roughness. That's the part for me that people don't understand about why we rough or why we came
from. People click to you.
Yeah.
You're not, and I hate to say this because you know some people want to put you there. They ain't gonna like
in the box. What?
I'm just gonna tell you. The reason why most people can't be so transparency with you because you did something which people talk but they don't do. You're not tradition. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes when we understand, in order to be Christ-like, we want to be what we were taught in order to be Christ-like.
Yeah. Oh, that's big.
This don't make me Christ-like.
Yeah.
This don't make, most people don't know. When you meet me, you meet my personality before you meet me.
Yeah. That's
it ain't
real.
the hair big.
Yeah, I think people don't understand. I think people don't understand. I see y'all coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. She is crazy. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm sorry I got plugged in a little bit late. Let me share this video. And I always share a scripture, right? But I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Hold on, let me tag Nate in this. We got you tagged.
I see your people.
You see my people coming in?
Yes, and I love
sharing
her.
Sharing the video.
But I love her.
Sharing Osborne.
Yes.
Sharon rocks.
I love her.
Sharon is
I see her
really
every morning
dope.
at 5 o'clock when I can tune in. And I see a couple more others that, you know.
I have to. So every time we start Coffee and Conversations, I always start Coffee and Conversations with a scripture. But this time, or last time with C, I shared a poem, right?
She did.
So this time, I have to share something that's specific to Nae. And this is what I thought about. Somebody said I need a workout session. I'm on my way, Crystal. This is what I thought about when I thought about you. I hope they can hear this. Can y'all hear that? Survivor.
Don't do it.
No, this is when I was thinking about, don't start this. When I was thinking about what's Nae, I was listening to this song, and you are such a survivor. Like, I know a lot more of your story than a lot of people know. And so I just was like, this is Nae. This is my tribute to Nae. She's like, y'all don't know how dope she is. So today my dedication is Survivor, Destiny's Child. That's my thing for Nae. She is such a survivor. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations. I am LaKisha Johnson, your host for today. And this is Nae Hatton, my special guest. And we are in her studio in her gym. And I am super, super dope. Dopely excited today because I feel some kind of way about Nae. Nae is a really dope chick. When I met Nae, I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to introduce you to her, and I'm going to ask her what I always ask everybody else. When I had been seeing Nae, but when I really officially met Nae, it was in April of 2014, and Jermaine and I were at Teresa Timmons' event. And Nae and LaShonda Wade and all of them came in like some boss chicks, right? They came in like some boss chicks. They come in, they sit right in front of us. And I'm talking about like they just there. Jermaine was very sick at the time. They would transition he would transition in a couple months. But Nae kept turning around and she just kept harassing us, and she just kept being funny and cracking jokes. And in my head, I was like, who is this that's this crazy? But at the same time, I was like, it's something. And then we would start connecting and not even realizing what God does. That's why I was so glad. Then I was excited because she's tatted, I'm tatted. My tats aren't as big as hers, but I have them in significant places. So that was exciting for me. And then the more that I got to know Nae, I found out how much she loved God, how much she loved fitness. And then she helped me conceive my body type, because Nae walked in and I was like, this heifer is fine. Like, she is fine. Like, she is so fine. And then I found out her emphasis on fitness, and what she taught me was that my body type, I was to build based on my body type. And a lot of times when we do fitness, we have had the wrong images. We've had such wrong or bad images. We build based on those images, trying to achieve unrealistic looks that are for ourselves. I am tall but curvy. I have hips. And I was working out and my hips weren't going anywhere. And I encountered Nae and she was like, we ain't trying to get rid of your hips. We just trying to tone you up. We just trying to strengthen you. And so everybody welcome Nae Hatton. Now, Nae, I have to start out with the question that I ask everybody. Who is Nae Hatton?
Ooh.
Who is Nae Hatton?
Nae is a very transparent person. Nae is loving. Nae is kind. Nae is warm. Nae is serious. Nae love hard. Nae has a fight in her that she didn't ask for. Nae knew that God was going to take her to the nations, but didn't know how. Nae was always faith-based. Those who know my background know my mom used to anoint us with oil before we went to school.
Yeah.
Oil on the door. Nae was a person that loved people and didn't understand why she loved people. But Nae was a person who was stamped.
That's good.
Before she even got to the nations.
That's
and
good.
So there are a couple of red flags and Confederate flags that was put up.
We all got them.
And then she came out, but Nae loves what she sees and the growth.
That's good.
And did not understand a lot of things. Nae struggled like anybody else, but Nae was happy to be who she was, because now knowing the grown Nae versus the baby Nae,
that's good.
I like Nae.
Oh, that's good. That's good that you say that, because that's one of my biggest things. And you know how I am. You becoming centered and very comfortable with who you are. Not that you have a facet that you operate, because only when you operate in your authentic self are you going to walk in the fullness of who you're supposed to be. And I watch you walk, and I'm watching you evolve, and I'm trying not to cry, and I'm watching you grow, and I'm watching you move into even you, the grown Nae, at a different level. And I've watched your struggles over the last couple of years and your sacrifice. People don't even know the relationship between us, or how much we talk, or how much we pray, but I've watched you sacrifice. I watch you grow. I've even watched you, because I've had to call Nae, because Nae and I are both talkers, and I've had to call Nae and say, shush. Don't talk right now. Listen. And she's like, and Nae is so gangster. She's like, sometimes I want to punch you, but I know I can't, and I love you at the same time. So I'm just excited to see your growth. Tell me what pushed you to this fit you. I've seen the pictures, right?
Right.
What pushed you in this position? I shared a picture, and I share it every year. I share it every year almost the same time to encourage me. I share it every year to remind myself I will not go back to 265 pounds. I share it every year that I will not go back to 265 pounds. I keep that vision before me because I lived at 260. What pushed you to say, no, I'm going to live in a more fit me?
I'm supposed to tell the truth?
Yeah, you got to tell the truth. You know you got to tell the truth on here.
One day I was leaving out of my house, and I was in a relationship at that time with my child's father. And I was leaving out the house, and I was upset. And so I had got in my truck, and I was calling my mother. And I was like, Mama, I'm sick. Hold on, what else? Something's sticking on me. And I kept saying, something's sticking on me. And I was like, I don't know what it is. I'm going to call you back. And I had my shoulder down. Anybody know a truck, you have your little console right here? It was my weight. It was my side post that was hitting me, sticking me out.
Wow.
And the tears just began to fall. And I was upset. I was unhappy.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep up this family thing that I wanted, and it really wasn't working. So I told God, I said, if you let me out of this, I'm going to change everything about me. The people I be around, where I go, what I do. So I used to get out and walk every day. I played softball. Everybody
so you started walking. I knew you did softball.
I started walking, and I was like, I'm going to go. My niece was like, come with me to this Zumba class. Well, I went to the class, and I clammed. I was not serious. I was just playing around. I was running around the class, hitting everybody and then seeing everybody because they knew Nae. I had 2 left feet. And I met a lady named Carla.
Yes.
I started going with Carla, and shout out to Wow Fitness.
Wow Fitness.
I don't forget anybody that I came up with.
That's good.
I do not. Camila is awesome.
Hey, Camila. I'm going to interview her too. Shout out to Camila.
Is a wonderful person. Let me tell you something. I don't look for people to do me like I did them. I look for what I do. Yeah. Camila had her working there, and we came. Like she say, we was like the entourage.
Yeah.
And we came. Well, one day I was in 10 Fitness, just steady going because I needed to clear my mind. My workout for me was my time that I talked to God. It was my time that I had to clear out Renee. It was a time when he was trying to see if you really want, I'm taking you from this. And I'm going to take you from this good life that you over here living.
Because I want to pause. Because we'll live in situations that seem good for us. Yeah. And they're really taking the authentic, and they're crushing our dreams, and they're not propelling us for our future.
Say it.
On Monday, I'm going to drop a sip on Instagram talking about how do you know a man is for you.
Yes.
and what he'll pull out of you when the man is for you.
Yes.
So that's big.
That was
Living
fine.
what appeared to be the good life. Appeared to be the good life.
And I knew it because it was too many. And so I went on. Well, one day Carla was late. And they was like, Nae, get us up, warm us up. And I was like, all right. Because I was always that girl that wasn't
Because you're not
afraid.
fearful.
No,
I love that.
Not at all. I warmed this class up and rocked this class, and it was so funny. So I was leaving out, and this lady turned to me and said, why you not instructing? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't know that. So later on, everybody knows I go to church. If you know me behind the scenes, you know how much I
go to church. Yes.
I pay tithes. I'm one of them people that had to do the building fund, had to do the nursing home. So I wasn't like other children. So I went in. This lady came and she called me. I never forget. She said, God is going to take you into the nations. And I was like, This I was looking at. She was like, God is going to have you before women. He's going to change the very essence of who you are.
Yeah.
She said he's going to change your dress code. She said you're going to look up one day and you're going to be before a whole bunch of women. She said your walk has to be different, Renee. She said, do I know you? And I said, no, ma'am. She said, are you receiving this? And I was like,
because you didn't know how. You always got to receive the prophet so you can get the prophet.
And I know what a lot of people didn't know. I didn't want the platform.
Yeah.
I thought she meant I was going to be a ministry up in front of people.
Yeah.
I know how women get ostracized.
But this is ministry.
And I learned that.
Yeah.
But again, growing up tradition. And she knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I didn't really want that manifold of being this evangelist. You know, I remember tent revival. Some of y'all know. I remember all that helping out with the tents and going up and trying to get people to come into Christ. I never did that, but I never judged anybody because I got judged so much coming up.
Yeah.
I was judged for my shape. I was judged for who I was. I was judged for my hair.
You can't. This is the thing that I have a hard time with as well. And I'm not getting ready to wear the big hat and the loose suits. That's not my style. That's not my body type. And it's funny to me how that becomes the focus a lot of time in church. You can't help your hips. You can't help your waist. You can't help how you look. You can't help your bottom thick. Like, you can't help it. And you can still be modest and your shape will still come through. And people, I feel like, that are not shapely are always the ones that ostracize you. For real, it's the ones that don't have a body. That all of a sudden, they super holy and they got something to say about the way your body. It ain't all this right here. I can't do nothing about it. All this right here is absolutely nothing you can do about it.
And that was it. Got a fast forward. When got my Zumba license and got my Zumba license 613. A lot of people don't know my studio is 613. The day that I got my Zumba license and the color of my hair, in case you want to bless me with something.
Blonde. The blonde.
Next thing I know. What she said, North Little Rock called me. Shout out to Glenview Recreation Center, Miss Katrina. I love this woman. I came in and I was nervous, and this was the first time I didn't have mirrors. I didn't have all the stuff, and I said, I don't want to go to Little Rock because Little Rock wasn't going to receive me. A prophet is not welcome in what?
In their own spot.
So I already knew that about me. And I got on with a grant, and so people are coming in. First day I came in, I never got. Shout out to Tay Tay. This woman been rocking with me for 5 years. Tay Tay walked up to me and said, what you gonna do big as your hips is? And I looked at her and I didn't know how to respond. She walked up to me and said, what you gonna do
with as big as your hips
are? Because at the time I was a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I was a lot bigger. I wasn't what you seen then. And when I got through working her, she was like, girl, where you come from? And went on, fast forward. One day, the grant came in, these people came in, and I had 98 women to sign in.
Wow. Someone said, Tiffany Russell said she was walking with some ladies and they thought I was walking sexy and I've never walked with them again. Hey, Tiff, it's like I'm a little pigeon-toed.
I understand.
Like I'm a little pigeon-toed. And so when I take my pictures, my toes turn in, right? But I walk pigeon-toed. Like my feet don't go like this, my feet don't go like this, my feet. And sometimes people will see on my pictures, like somebody told me, they were like, stop standing like that. I was like, oh, okay. If you can tell my toes.
Tiff, I'm going to tell you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
To stop standing. But that's why you got to find, and I walk by myself because my stride is too long, but that's why you got to find your niche, your people to connect to. Because your people that you connect to going to build you strong. They not spending a whole lot of time. My tribe know my vibe. They not spending a whole lot of time trying to make you fit into their thing. You know what I'm saying? They're going to let you do what you do. So we're going to fast forward. And I've seen these leaps and bounds. But I've also seen some struggle.
Yeah.
How do you push past the times that you struggle when you don't feel like working out?
It's hard. I have days where I just want to say no. But I know that I have to go because there's an unction on me, because I'm going to get a call or something's going to do. And my time for me walking is walking, praying, thinking, and talking. So I don't allow the enemy always to take over. He wants to take over and try to pull me over here to this old Nae where I'm very talkative and opinionated.
Yeah.
That, that I can think that she has to come and tell me. She told me in October, God said, shut up.
Shut up.
And she didn't say be quiet. She called me and said, God said, shut up. And I took this word and went out and told everybody around me, and they was like, girl, bye. They was like, Nae, that ain't even you. And it was times where I had to pull back from people, and I got quiet.
Yep.
And in this quiet time, he was showing me, like, this you, that's you allowing that,
big.
you doing that, you doing this. And I was like,
Yeah.
He was like, and you could have did that better. You walked in, and then I was like.
But quietness will do that for you, and most people don't know that. It centers us.
And at that time in my life, I felt like if I wasn't running around being busy, I was not doing what I needed to do.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the dynamics of sitting down and thinking and talking. Most people don't want to deal with them. So when you sit down in your quiet time, he deals with you.
Yeah, busyness doesn't equal productivity.
It doesn't. Yeah. And I'm one to tell people. And I have, I've had 3 businesses, and jumping out here a young lady that didn't really know everything about it. My father owned his own business. It was big because I didn't have that crutch or that man or this or that. I just had people that came up, and God let me meet a woman. Now this one for the cry. And she walked in, plain little bright little thing, big hair, not her.
Not me.
And she walked in, little booty just jiggling, till that's how she walked, switching. And she came in and she did work out with me. And she was dating my cousin at the time. She came back and she said, you ain't got this, you ain't got that, you ain't got this. And I'm looking at her because I didn't have it. I didn't. And she said, I'm going to help you with it.
Mm.
I didn't ask her. I didn't know her.
Wow.
She didn't ask me for $1.
Wow.
When I looked up, this woman had my package, my waiver forms. She called me back to make sure everything was in depth. She asked me about my Zumba license. She asked me about my certification. She asked me about the building. She asked me, was there a permit? Did I have insurance? These are things that
You must be talking about Demi King.
Baby, when I tell you, let me tell you something.
If you don't know who Demi King is, you need to find her. If you need somebody to pull your business together, documents, make sure your butt is in order. She is for hire. She is for service. That chick is bad. She is the polish of what you need. If you just haven't figured out the glue, you need to find Demi King.
Let me tell you something.
You need to find Demi King.
If you have ever been to one of my classes, if you ever have known me, I tell people this, I'm the face. But Demi King is my body.
Baby, she is.
Baby, without her, that's one woman.
You need to hire her. She has a
I
service.
promise you, sweetheart, she has a husband.
Yeah.
But if she, baby, if Demi, now that's who I fight over. I normally wouldn't say that, but Demi, I mean, for a person that does not know you, and to come to you and sculpt themselves around you. And let me tell you what this woman told me one time. She said, walking out the door, I said, why are you doing this for me? What you want? She said, I want to see you win.
Don't make me cry, because you know how I feel about sisterhood.
That woman told me, I want to see you win. And it broke me. And I had another sister come in just the next day. And I ain't talking about people that had it or people that had life. I'm talking about my hood sisters.
Just folks that believed in you.
The girls that I grew up with in the neighborhood was like, here go $100 night. Now here go $50 or $60 night. You know, and I was like, okay. And they was like, do your thing, Nae. Do your thing. But we proud of you, Nae. And I was like, wow. You know, then I had big time people to come in my establishment. They was like, we was just trying to see why you got 40. I had up to 60 women signing in per night. This was nothing that I asked for. And I remember one day doing a workout. In the middle workout, y'all, I dropped. It was like, and I looked up and everybody else had dropped. And I was like, this is what they was telling me.
That's the platform. See, a lot of times the nations or the platform or what God is building for us, we look for it to look a certain kind of way because people have taught us so much in traditionalism. Y'all know how I am about that tribe, that group of women that get behind you, that sow into your vision. Coffee and Conversations, Pillow Talk. You blessed us at Pillow Talk last year. I ain't had no money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have
money.
I didn't have the resources to do the things that I wanted to do, to be able to put women in place, to be able to help women heal, right? But to have sisterhood, Nae, I got you. And I remember you said that to me. You need me, I got you. And I'm like, I don't know you like that. And I tell her, I ain't got no money. And she, I got you. It's going to balance itself out.
It wasn't even about the money. And let me tell you something. God had put me in an arena of people where people had never really understood me anyway. So it really didn't matter to me. But what I did like and what I do was my passion. And it began to open doors for me. It began to allow me to meet women who were hurting, women who had been through things that I knew, about. And I'm going to tell you something, people. Your words are so loud. Watch what you say to people. Watch how you deal with people. Watch how, and I'm going to tell you something. The most loving individual can be your most abuser. The people that hug you and tell you I love you will put you down behind the scenes. They will say things to you that will hurt your heart and put a stone in your heart where now you're going out and being just like them. In order to be overcome of anything and anybody that says you can't, keep going and say you do. You understand that? I would love to have this life, this picket white fence where all I do is come home and cook for my husband and 3 children, and that's what I thought was going to happen with me. I was going to have 3 boys and a husband to spoil, but God did not see fit for that. You understand it? So what I had to do was I had to get fit for the kingdom. And I didn't even understand that. You understand it? God had to clean out a lot of things in me so that I can help other women. I've had women to cry in my classroom, to break down, because if you ever been in my class, there's always a breathing session when you're breathing in. Chest is up and you're decompressing, and for that one moment I need you to let it all go. You understand that? I need you to let it all go. I need you to let the husband go, the kids go, why we ain't got enough money, why things ain't working out, why this relationship ain't doing what it need to do. What am I doing? God said, let me tell you something. I need of you. And if you let everything else go, I'll take care of the rest. And let me tell you something. I had to learn that. I had to sit around women's feet. And I remember saying, God, you have all these women come to me who are married and who are this and that. And I was like, they're on a higher platform than me. Why are they coming to me? Who am I? But he was like, Renee, you got a word for them. You got something that's going to touch them. Even men. Let me tell you something. I appreciate the men who are making it. You entrepreneur brothers, like you made us sisters get up off our game. You entrepreneur brothers made us say, you know what? If Tom and Harry and Al can do it, we gotta do it. So now you were so powerful. But then to look over and see my sister, like this girl getting it. I gotta get behind her. Like I'm finna get behind you just for the simple fact of you getting it. Cause brotherhood already had that. Like men could call each other and be like, bro, how you doing it? He'd be like, bro, I got you. Women, we be like, girl, what? Why you want to do that? That's stupid. Do it like, but I couldn't do it like her. I had to do it like me. You know what I'm saying? And
that's big. Finding your niche. When I business coach, finding your thing that represents you. A lot of times we build based on what someone else looks like because we saw something familiar with it, right? And we don't have time. You've built a business uniquely, which is a brand, which is a product. And what people don't understand, when you're not authentic, people won't be drawn to your product. Your classes fill up. I'm trying not to let these tongues come out my mouth. Your classes fill up because of the anointing and the power of the Holy Ghost that operates in you, that you don't necessarily have to broadcast. It says, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Y'all didn't know y'all were getting it this morning. And so there you're abiding, and it may not be perfect, right? And it may not be all the way that God, but because you're abiding, then there's an anointing and a grace there to draw the masses. When you're not seeing the anointing and the grace drawing the masses, it's because you're not operating in your authentic self. The Holy Ghost is only going to draw to the authenticity of the spirit that lives in the person. The Lord is tired of fake opportunities, people building things in his name, and they're not really in his name. This is built in his name. And when something is built in his name, you ain't ever got to worry about how it's going to be funded. You ain't ever got to worry about how it's going to manifest. You ain't ever got to worry about the people that need to connect to it. When you sit around and you do it from the perspective and from a place that is giving God the glory, and that I've seen you do, man, he gonna fill this building up. He's gonna fill up every opportunity. Why? Because you keep it true to him. You keep it true to him. And it doesn't make it perfect, but you keep it true to him. And that's why it draws. When I met you, I'm like, it's something gifted here. You gave me tips, things that I needed to do for my body, things that I needed to put in place, and you show. And I've seen you grow as a business person. You didn't have the business sense in it first, right?
I promise I didn't. I did not have the business sense.
But can I tell you something?
I did not.
Can I tell you something very powerful? And this is the mistake a lot of people make. You don't have to have the business sense. You just need to connect to somebody who does. You just need to connect to somebody who does. Stop being afraid of your connections and the people that you connected to Demi. You ain't have to have it.
And I didn't ask for it.
You didn't have to have it. Demi had.
And let me tell you something.
Interrelated, interconnected, and interdependent upon each other.
I will never forget. Shonda Wade came to one class, and it was Demi, Marva King, and Honeycutt. And I remember Shonda saying, "That's your team." Yeah. And I was like, She said, "That's your team."
Yes.
And I said, okay. From that day forward, I didn't second guess her. I didn't second question it.
Yes.
I just went with it. And when I tell you, those girls, I remember one day and I rented out my business as well. And I walked in and I had I promise y'all, I had like maybe 70 tablecloths. I remember Marva walking up saying, "Give them to me. Go do your class."
Yes.
And I was like, what?
Yes.
And let me tell you something too. See these lashes I got on today? Shout out to Bree on foot. Let me
For
tell you
her
something.
lashes.
When I put that I was going on Coffee Conversation, Keisha called me and was like, Tasha called me and said, "Come on, get your brows done, because I know you like your brows."
She does like her brows.
This is like, "You need some new lashes tonight." And it was just tremendous, because these are people that support me. And I don't always do that, support who supports you, because a lot of people supported me that didn't have to come to my classroom.
Yeah.
You didn't have to come to my classroom to support me. You didn't have to buy my t-shirts to support me.
Yeah.
You didn't have to like my statuses to support me.
Yes.
I had a lot of people behind the scenes that showed me so much love and what you do. You know how? Because I would go places and they would say, "You Nae."
Yeah.
Or I would go here and you say, you Nae. Or you this and you that. Or people would see me out and they would speak and they would do things. And I was just like, oh, wow. I didn't ever expect that to be me.
Me
in
either.
my eyes, I'm still just Nae. Not saying that
I'm just LaKisha.
That's it,
Yeah.
And I want to be a vessel for God.
That's
and I
it.
want you to know that, in doing this, it's hard.
Yes.
It's long nights. I took out my house. I took away from my children.
Yeah.
I took away from myself. Sometimes not understanding what I need to do.
Yeah.
And I had to get to a point where I had to be balanced out. I'm still not just totally so right, but God has let me around. God has let me
my
around.
thing, small bites equal a meal. It'll
We
come.
don't do giants. We don't do giants. And God started putting me around a number of business-minded individuals. I started sitting in on interviews, and I was like, me? Next thing I know, I got Arkansas Breast Cancer Association calling me, the lung, sarcoidosis. Now I'm learning about different events, different things. If you didn't know, hospital was my background. Mm-hmm. So I got my associate's degree. And a lot of people didn't know about me was that I knew a lot about medications.
Yes.
So when God started letting me come here, and I'm dealing with stroke victims, people with total knee, total heel. When I'm dealing with people who are dealing with COPD, when I'm dealing with people that have, I smoked cigarettes 20 years. Okay, let me talk to you about it.
Yes.
My eating habits and how I started to change didn't have anything to do with fitness.
Yeah.
My mother had open heart surgery. And any of y'all that know Muddy my heart. She 80 years old. Shout out to my mother. Because that mother, no matter how your mother is, that's the one baby.
Yeah.
She interlocks you.
That's real.
And not only that, but let me
real.
shout out to a praying mother.
Yeah.
I had a mama who prayed. I had a mama that never gave up on me.
Yeah.
I had a mama that didn't understand how the world could be so cruel sometimes to women. My mother never experienced that. So women, let me tell you something. Don't always get mad at your parents. Our parents didn't never experience things we never experienced.
They did.
My mother did not ever experience anyone not liking her for her size or how she looked.
Yeah.
My mother never experienced that. My mother met my daddy, and I love my dad. I was raised with a father. My daddy died 27 years ago, so all my mother knew was his man.
Yeah.
I haven't gave a man 27 years yet. You know, so my mama thinking
I haven't
in my
27 yet, but I'm believing God for my 27.
Oh, it's gonna come. It's coming now. Don't say it ain't coming. We gonna get it.
27.
But my mother didn't experience being a single mom.
Yeah, so she didn't know what that was like. She couldn't, but all she knew how to do was get in position and pray.
And pray.
So I want to talk to you a little about fitness and eating. So, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't like this heifer sometimes. So Thanksgiving comes, and if people don't know, like I cook, like I get down. I don't cook a little bit. Like I cook everything from scratch. My granny taught me that. Even now I bake. Like I love to cook. So I done made all this.
You were a wife before me.
I did all this dressing. I did all this macaroni and cheese. I did all this cabbage. Like my food in there is getting down. Like I'm excited about my food. It's early in the morning and I get this text.
This behind the
I
scenes.
get a text that says the average Thanksgiving plate is 1,000 calories or 3,000 calories. I get this text. I text her back and said, I don't care how many calories this plate is. Then she'll be early in the morning packing her lunch. Because here's the thing, I work out 5 days a week. She knows that I do. But she also knows that I eat absolutely whatever I want to eat. I don't care. Sometimes my day starts with a cupcake. I just eat whatever I want to eat. So she'll start texting me in the morning, showing me her meal prep. This is what I'm having for lunch. And I'm like, she thinks she's so freaking slick. I'm not modifying nothing. I'm about to eat this bacon. She better get on and leave me alone. So she started sending me this, and I'm like, and it did. It started, she was subliminally transitioning me into what I eat. I don't like salads. And she's sending me this thing of this plate of salad. Now my goal is to eat a salad a day. I don't like salads. But it's because she started showing me healthy things to put in my body. Tell them just some tips of some things that they can do at home.
Oh, yeah, simple.
Food-wise.
Listen.
And cheap. She's good at doing it cheap.
I am an economical person.
Yes.
Okay, so if you've never been to me, please come to a class. I offer free classes. I do this all the time, so just pay attention to my page. But I do tell people this. If you're paying me, you have no business spending money out anywhere else.
Yes.
Okay? You have no business.
Yes.
Because I need you to pay here. Got it?
Yeah.
So, making it happen Monday. No spending money Monday. Taking and packing lunch Tuesday.
Oh, that's
where you at with this program Wednesday?
That's good.
Back to Thick Fit Thursday.
Yes.
No fried food Friday. Got it? Yeah.
What you mean no fried food?
No fried foods on Friday. Because we overdo it. We don't understand. And shout out to CC's Chicken and Waffles. Y'all see me having it. Just looking
but
great.
Swana, we're going to give you all her class information in just a minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, smaller portions. Okay, so this is a trick that I tell my people. And I'm sharing it with you today, and I only give it to the people that pay me. So it's for you. I make them get a paper plate. I need you to cut it out, arts and craft. Cut that paper plate out in a circle. Put that paper plate that you cut out in a circle on a plate. Fit all your food in that circle.
Wait, Nae, wait. When you cut a paper plate out, the little bit that's left is tiny. So my food for that meal is supposed to fit on that paper plate?
Yes, and it's supposed to fit on that paper plate for a reason. Because when you pick it up and take it off, I want you to see how much room you had around that plate and what you were filling up. And that extra need to eat that food was not necessarily food. It was comfort. It was pain.
That's big.
It was distortment. It was
That's
upset.
big.
It was frustration. It was agitation. It was aggravation. You really didn't need that. You understand that? So we're putting in things that we don't necessarily need. You need just enough to get food because you're protruding. Your stomach is only this size.
Yeah.
I don't care how big you sit up and complain about
That's
your
real.
stomach.
And we stretch them.
And you're stretching it out. The same way you let people talk to you and put all that toxic stuff in you.
Yeah.
And you're stretching it out. Now you going home hollering at your kids.
Yeah.
That's Teresa on the phone telling you about her man and her
That's
kids
good.
and her situation. You're putting in way too much. And you
Yeah.
don't want to allow food to be a comfort. God is your comfort.
Yeah.
Working out is your comfort.
That's
Walking
good.
is your comfort. Reading is your comfort.
Yeah.
Getting in trying to start this business plan is your comfort.
That's
Food
good.
was never meant. It's called gluttony, and we know that.
Yes.
We know it, but yet
We do overeat.
We do not allow it to go in our mind because you know what we say now? I can afford that meal. I can afford that
And it's
meal.
big that you say that. And I actually did learn my portion sizes. I am eating better. My portion sizes are definitely smaller because you told me that. I'm not cutting no paper plate out, but I am not choosing big portions. or I'm not completing something, or I split something and I take half of it for later. My choices may not necessarily be the right choices.
Yeah, because I got in trouble with her one day. I was like, so you don't know this about me at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I get up before something just like she do. I text her before she go home because I'm up that early. But the thing about it is, they say Keisha. So one day I was in here letting everybody hear her, right? I'm trying to play it out because I do subliminally to her on.
Yes.
And she put that big coffee mug up to her mouth, right? And everybody was like, Nae, you see how much coffee she drinking, all that caffeine? And I was like, she a work in progress, y'all. I'm trying. So every time I look at her, I say, put that coffee mug down. You know I got people asking me about that coffee mug. Because this is another thing. You don't have to eat up your calories, y'all. We can drink up our calories.
So let me tell you what I did based on that. My coffee is only sweetened by creamer only. I do not put extra sugar in my coffee. Based on what you told me, I switched and I only put creamer in there. I do not put sugar in my coffee anymore. I drink coffee in the morning. I do not drink sodas. I do not drink sweet drinks because I listen to you and I consume my calories in food. Also, because sometimes I get bad habits and I don't eat, period. And I know we've talked about that. Yeah. What does not eating do for your body?
Watch this. So, this is your stomach.
Yes.
When you don't eat, from nervousness, frustration, aggravation, mad, ripping and running all day, don't know what to do, you frustrate, okay? Or you got a lot on your mind, business me, not the business me.
Yeah.
So this is what happens. The stomach already has food in it.
Yes.
So it holds.
Oh, wow.
There's no releasing.
Oh, wow.
You can't burn anything if you haven't put anything out. Let me help you out. Real quick scenario. Most Americans care more about their cars than their body. Let me tell you what we do. You got a garage at home. You getting ready to go to work. You go outside. You hit it. You start that car up. You don't always just bag back. It may take 1 or 2 minutes. You don't take 1 or 2 minutes in the morning to have a boiled egg. You don't take 1 or 2 minutes in the morning to fill yourself up. Some of us don't take 1 or 2 minutes to even do anything.
And eating breakfast is essential, right?
You have to eat something to jumpstart. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
The reason why I say that. Your car, when your car gonna eat,
you
don't say, I'm going to blow in this tank for faith. You can blow in that tank for faith all you want, but it's on eat. Got it? Sometimes your body is on eat. You need certain nourishments, you know that. And you need to get it together. You can't overdo it because what happens then, your system will kick out. When how do you know that? You don't know me. I don't know you, but there is a overall plateau across the board. And
eating breakfast actually changed my life. Unless I'm fasting, eating breakfast made the difference in my day. I was more clear, I could function, and I felt better. And breakfast is the one meal that I'm really good at. Oatmeal, boiled eggs. I don't do like she eats like tomatoes and cucumbers and raw tuna for breakfast. I'm not there yet. I'm not that grown. But I am at a place, or even if I do have a muffin, I cut it in half.
And that's all I'm saying. Listen, smaller portions help out, okay? Cutting things in half. We're not trying to take that. Listen, I don't do Kool-Aid. I'm not saying that you have children at home, you should, but this is my deal. Bottled water. It's on sale right now. Just left Kroger's, 3 for $10. It's okay to make your children drink water. Women, talking to women.
Yes.
Our body is designed to need water. Our body's to flush out water.
Good.
Have you ever walked in the restroom and it's gonna get a little vulgar?
And that
smell hit you and you was like, oh my gosh, she nasty. It wasn't necessarily that her hygiene was bad.
Nae, that's good.
You understand that?
Does she have enough water in her system?
It was not enough water, you guys, to flush that out. Some of us need to get up and look down. And I know that sounded a little disgusting. I'm sorry.
Y'all wait. That's real. That's real.
I have my team to look at the balance, and I have my team to look at the thing. Because if you look and see what's going on, you can change it. Okay, sometimes diabetes is hereditary. There's some things that you cannot stop. Understand it? You cannot. My mother had open heart surgery.
Yeah, okay? That's real.
And I never forget, my mother told me this. She said, I ate my way to this point. Don't cry for me.
Wow.
Do you know that my mother don't even remember telling me that, but I remember it.
Yeah.
The day my mother told me that, I dropped hamburgers, I dropped beef, I dropped pork, I don't eat chicken.
I'm eating a burger. I don't care.
And you can eat it.
I'm not having no turkey burger.
This is what I tell people all the time. My auntie, shout out to Miss Bazea. It doesn't matter what I tell her, she'll say, you don't look like it. Your hips still there. Well, that's my point. And let me tell you something.
Good.
Stop comparing yourself to Nicki Minaj. Stop comparing yourself to Angela Bassett. Shout out to Angela Bassett.
Should that chick look bad?
I do want to look like you. But listen, when you have $15,000, $20,000 in an account just sitting. You can look like anything you want to look.
Want to? That's a whole different thing.
When you have a personal chef, when you have a personal trainer,
that's a whole different
when you
thing.
have people that's gonna work with you all day long. We don't get up in the morning and there's somebody knocking at the door saying, "Good morning, we're here for you." We don't have somebody at 10 o'clock coming over saying, "I'm gonna do your makeup."
Theo said, "What's wrong with grape Kool-Aid? Too much sugar, you play too much. You know what's wrong with it."
I'm gonna let you talk to him. You do that. You talk to him.
You know what's wrong with it, Theo. You already know.
I'm not gonna listen. You can't let an image control what you want to look like.
That's real.
You understand
that's big
that?
too.
You lovely the way that you are. Let me help you out. When people come to me and say, "Nae, give me a booty. Nae, make my stomach flat. Nae, give me this, give me that, give me your waist." Okay, listen. I can't give you anything.
Yeah.
But I do construct and make you think about what you're putting in your mouth.
Yeah.
I make you think about how you're sleeping and eating.
Yeah.
And then I show you some different body dynamics that work on inner outer thighs.
For you.
That work on back hamstring. I do it for you.
For you.
I know a lot of people come in and say, "Well, I had a lady come in yesterday. She said, "Well, I need a meal plan." And I said, "No, we don't." She said, "Yes, we do." I said, "No, accountability."
Oh, that's good. Because accountability makes a difference.
Accountability.
Good.
Just because I don't eat a lot, and when we go out, it's something I'm going to eat. And Keisha knows it's kind of same.
Yeah,
my problem is sweets. I love sweets.
Theo said, "Get him a booty." Theo, we're not playing with you today.
I'm not for these.
No, my thing is sweets too. We want to switch because we're almost out of time. We're over time. Y'all know this is my last Saturday interview until July. So I wanted to finish up strong with Nae Hatton. Tell them about your classes that they have coming up. Nae has something for everybody. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Her classes are not for the faint at heart. Last year, I brought her out to Pillow Talk, and she just did like a quick routine with us. And when we got through, we all needed a shower. But she also taught us things that we could do. Like, I remember she was like, "Get your arms up," and I was like, she's doing me now, "Hold your arms up." Things that we could do at home, right? Things that we could do just holding our arms up. Things, pull it in, breathe, ting, make sure your posture. But everything look, she gonna push my arms up again. Everything that she did for us was good. My arms was jiggling real bad. They getting better now, just based on the things that she taught me to do. Kim said, ting. And it's funny because now that I'm out, when I go out and I speak or people call me, I ting immediately because I think about that. Make sure your shoulders are put out. Make sure your frame is in. She has a way of designing stuff to fit you. She's affordable. So I'm going to let her tell you about some of her classes. Oh, Sissy told Theo this interview is not for you. Come on, go.
So, I'm located at 11700 Rainwood Drive. That's off Rodney Perham and Green Mountain Drive. I have classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. So I have 5 days that you can get in there and work out.
Early morning.
I have a 5 a.m. We're starting at 9 a.m. I have a 6 p.m. I have a beginner's class at 6:45. I'm about to start a beginner's class on Saturday.
Oh, that's good.
And yes, I do personal training. Yes, I come out to you. Yes, I come to your church. Yes, I come to your girls' night. Yes, I come to your events. Yes, I host events. Yes, I do. And I will say this because I normally never do. And I keep this under the closet. She know I do. Yes, I do women empowerment speaking. I don't push it as much, and she gets on me about that. But I try to be receptive and receive and have something to fit everybody. Men, I do work out with men that are serious about working out, that are for real and want to get serious. Some people feel like a woman can't tell them to work out, and I'm okay with that. But yes, I do have those type of clients. You can reach me at 501-247-5652. I'm Nae Hatton on Facebook. I'm Nae Hatton on Instagram. I have a private page, Nae Hatton, Bodyworks.Bodyattack. I try to fit everyone I try.
No, I think you do an excellent job at that. Like, I took the things that you took, and I've been sculpting my body. I'm down a full size. I went from, and I wasn't trying to, I just started incorporating everything you said, because I like to work out by myself and at home. Because I'm up at 5 in the morning, my workout goes after that. But I'm a testimony that I took the things that you taught us at Pillow Talk.
Yeah.
Stuff like just standing still and squeezing my butt cheeks in. You know what I'm saying? And my stomach, and squeezing those things in. And I dropped a size and went inches. And this little waist for somebody who didn't have 5 kids just looks totally different. And now I'm working on my lower. So she's gifted. She's definitely gifted. She's definitely...
You're gifted.
Thank you, baby.
Am I supposed to say that?
You can.
You're gifted. Let me shout out to all the dope women that come through her. And let me shout out to all the women that tune in to her. Let me tell you something about her, right? This woman right here, I'm so glad. So when she become a millionaire, she will not forget me. I want to shout out to every woman that writes in on her page. I watch all y'all in the morning. I watch all you that come in. Shout out to Roz. Shout out to everybody who is dope on her page. I love her so much, and what she does is so phenomenal. I love her because she's not in the box. I love her because she's not traditional. I love her because God gives her a word, and yet the people have to glean from it. I love her because she's human, and I need everyone that loves her to sow into her. Not only that, but to pray for her, speak great words over her. Know that the manifestation of what God is about to do for her is so great, and I need you to really pull and knack on that. Know that when you see her out sometime, if she's not walking or waving, know that sometimes she's so heavy in thought with her anointing. I've been times with her when me and her behind the scenes, and she just sitting and walking. She's like, yeah, God is dealing with her. And know that this platform right here, this woman right here right now is so big and hot, right? Because next time you see her, she might be on what? ABC. Now she all on ABC, right? Meeting with them. So I'm trying to get all close because
To God be the glory.
I want her to shout
I'm telling you, because it ain't my cut. I mean, it ain't me. I got to give God all the glory. Like, I got to give him the glory. It's just him using me. And one of the things, when people ask, what are the things that you do differently? I just made a decision that I wanted him to use every area of my life. So thank you for speaking in my life. And I need to speak into your life. I speak into your business today. And I declare a multiplication and increase that you've never, ever seen before. And a group of women that you've never seen before, that it's going to blow you out this building, that will have something, a monstrosity size. I believe in what you're doing here. I believe in who you are as a woman. I believe in I just believe in you. I told you when I walked in here, I mean that. I'm going to sow into this. I don't know what, I don't know how, I don't know where, but God is going to give me the resources to be able to sow into this. I know when my spirit is really sensitive. I know when I walk in a place and it's a God thing, and this is definitely a God thing. And I know that he's going to provide for you. And I know that he's going to promote you. And I know that he's going to protect you. Keep your ear to him. Stay humble, right? Give him the glory for absolutely everything. And I promise you, you're going to see an explosion over you like never before. Demi's going to see an explosion for sowing. Every woman that has sowed into you, every time you sow into somebody else's vision, God's going to do something amazing. There's going to be an explosion coming to you. And I just declare that, and I believe that. And I'm watching the blessing of the Lord. I know where you were before this happened. Don't nobody know. Like, I know where you were before this happened.
Yep.
I know what was going on. I don't even get into that, but I know what was financially going on with you before this happened. Yeah. And it looks like you were losing. But God, it looks like you were losing, but God.
He did it.
But contracts were leaving, different things were happening, and he still positioned, shook you, placed you exactly where you needed to be, because you kept your eyes on the vision, because you stayed focused, because you didn't care about what people said, because you used it as a ministry and you didn't use it for personal gain. And I watched God do this for you. And I'm like, my God, look at God.
He did it. When them contracts started leaving, there was one time in my life where, when you got almost $4,000 coming in, and then to go from 4
to and you having to substitute at a school. Come on
19,
now.
When I went to $900, this was a month. I felt this big.
Come on now.
When I say I felt this, it's not even worth telling people what I used to do.
Yes.
It was like, God, what you want me to do? Because if you don't want me to do nothing else I won't, I'm tired of this.
Yes.
Because I know what I had.
Yes.
Baby said, get a pencil and paper and write.
Yes.
But most of y'all don't know this about me. I got 2nd degree burned. Right in the midst of all of this.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
And
you got burned. You couldn't work out.
I couldn't work out.
Yeah,
that's what you don't know. I could not work out. And mentally, it scarred me.
It's bothering you.
Mentally, it bothered me so much. I got back from everybody. Mentally, it made me feel less than. So I knew what it was like for my sisters that sat on the front row that said I'm embarrassed of people looking.
Yeah.
And I couldn't work out and I couldn't do nothing. I didn't have the resources.
Yeah.
Shut up. I got quiet one day. I began to write. And there's no book
Did
that
I
I
really
got
say
from
shut up?
Yeah, she said shut up. I got quiet. I began to write. The next day, what God told me to do, $1,700 got deposited in her account within the next week. And it wasn't on my physical feet.
He'll do it.
It was with this.
Yep.
Next thing I know, I started at my 5 o'clock back up. Next thing I know, doors was opening up. Next thing I know, I had another this and that. Next thing I know, I had a contract saying, hey, can you come warm us up for races? I want you to do a small tour around the town. West Memphis, Texarkana, Springdale, Arkansas, Morton, Arkansas. And I was looking like, what? I mean, I ain't ready. I just got over this burn. I couldn't even tell my group I got burnt because I was like, God, I don't want to lose my people. What do? I don't want them to leave me. And everybody know that this is fit, Nae, and this is Nina. And I was watching everything that I ate, and I seen my hips go like this. Yeah. Because the exercise wasn't there. And I was like, I don't like this image that I'm seeing. Yeah. He said, by your scars is your reminder of what I'm finna do now. Yeah. Your scars is now a reminder of what I'm finna take you. Yeah. He said, now you know how it feels when them women stand before you and they don't like what they see. They don't like who they are. Now you know how it feels when them women come through that door and they say, Nae, I don't like this. I'm embarrassed and how I feel. God said, now you know firsthand. But what I'm finna do for you, use it. Next thing I know, here come the woman who telling me, listen, we got to do something with you. I really don't know what we're going to do with you, but I'm going to do something with you. Yeah. She said, and what I'm finna do, I'm finna write up this contract. What I need you to, a contract, another contract? She said, and tell me how much you charge. Yeah. What is your hotel fee, and what do we need to get you here? But God. I'm looking like, wait a minute. This girl went in and started doing this other little stuff just because I thought this was right. Yes. Next thing I know, he started pulling it. Baby, when I got this building, 2,086 square feet, they came in with a number. I told him I can't do that number. Yes. He said, well, this is the number that he asked. I can't do that number. I called Demi and I called this other lady. They came together. And anybody know Demi? I needed Demi in the building with me. Yes. I needed that person by my side because she does so much for me. Baby, when God blessed this number, that number went from here to here. Because no deposit. No deposit. Come on. No deposit. Came in, said, y'all gonna be doing what to women? He said, here it is, y'all can have it. Not only that, gave us the ample amount of time to get it done. I didn't like the way the structure was, came back and redid it for us. Then next thing I know, Demi was able to have her office. Carolyn was able to have her office. I had the whole back. We had a conference room. Next thing I know, I got a call from 2 other churches that said, I've heard about you. How can we get you on the team? I looked up one day and I walked out of my office and I sat in the car and I began to weep. Because coming from a girl who went from 4 to 9, and I got anybody know me know I'm a mother too, a grown one and one on raising. And Bella, baby Bella, my grandbaby. And I wasn't looking for financial gain in a man. I wasn't looking for financial gain in other people. I was loving what I was doing. And not only that, but I knew that he had me here for a reason. So that pressure, that perseverance and being around people, able to text real people and say, I don't know what to do now. She said, be quiet. You mean in the midst of my storm? Shut up. You mean in the midst of everything I'm going through? Can I tell you what the Lord showed me about getting quiet in the midst of your storm? Right? His voice is soft. You'll hear him. 2, a lot of times we you can't hear what he says, right? He can't tell you what to go next. And then also in the midst of our storm, when we don't get quiet, we'll start complaining. We'll go back into our norm. We'll rely on other resources that we're not supposed to be relying on. Relying on other resources that we ain't got no business relying on when we need to shut up and hear him. I know. I've just seen the growth in the last 2 years. I've seen you become this woman, this businesswoman, this entity, this brand, this amazing woman who has just decided, you know what, I'm going to be who I need to be. Thank you. We are out of time. Thank you for sitting on Coffee and Conversations. I want to say thank you to all of you who have supported us during this season. This ends this season of Coffee and Conversations on Saturday. We will be back in July with a whole new slew of guests for my Saturday guests. I'll be back here Monday for the daily devotional. We're going to go on vacation in a little bit, but we're going to definitely be back Saturday with a whole new slew. God has given me ideas for what my Saturday show should look like. So I'm glad to end. Like, it was dope for me to end with you and for me to end with you, Cece, because y'all just 2 boss chicks. Love C, man. You gotta love C, man.
The last few interviews have been amazing. So I'm thankful for all of you who have faithfully logged. I'm sorry, my camera's doing something strange. I'm thankful for all of you who have faithfully logged in, who supported the vision of Coffee and Conversations with LaKisha, who log on in the morning. I would not be this without you. For all of y'all who shared the videos.
Come on, Roz.
Roz, everybody, just everybody. I gotta definitely shout out Jess.
Love Jess.
Jessica Thompson. If you don't know, she's my Demi. If you don't know what Jess does for me, Jess does everything. Shout out to Jess, who's up with me in the morning, who had a baby and kept getting up, who kept making sure Coffee and Conversations was running. Shout out to my tribe. Shout out to Whit. Shout out to Andrea, right? I got to shout them out. Shout out to Shonda and Shonda. Shout out to Tamara Ford. Shout out to all the women who hold me down, even when my attitude doesn't look Christ-like, who tell me, get yourself together, who push me, who sold into my mission, who sold into my ministry. Shout out to my mama, who said, girl, there's something here. Keep moving forward. Shout out to my sisterhood, my big sisters, Roz, Teresa, all of them who call me and get in my butt. I do have people who get in my butt, who tell me to keep focused. Shout out to y'all for making this season of Coffee and Conversation. So shout out to my big brother, Alfred Warren.
Yeah,
man, because people don't know how big Al is in my life, how much when I've been frustrated about stuff, that Al will text me and say, he'll tell me, shut up. Not those words, but he'll say, get quiet. He'll tell me your season. His season is up. Roz is like my big sister, motherly. Let me stay on you.
Everything.
I mean, just to everybody, Kim Arnold, Shara Ivy, everybody that's up faithfully. My fellas, Gary Green and Odell Lucas. Shout out to y'all. They are faithfully on Coffee and Conversation every morning. Like just everybody that's connected. If I forgot your name, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I can't think right now. But big ups. Oh, to my pastors, to the apostle, Pastor Craig Banks and Pastor Cheryl Banks for releasing me, for speaking into my life, for encouraging me. A lot of people don't know I serve in capacity of children's and youth minister at my church for supporting my vision. So just shout out to every last one of you that have sown a seed into this ministry. May the blessing of the Lord be upon you. We'll see you back here the first Saturday in July. I know God is going to do something explosive with this new season. So just everybody that has covered us in prayer, we'll be back here Tuesday morning, not Monday, because we're on we're going to enjoy the day off. We'll be back here Tuesday morning with our daily devotional, and then we're going to take some time off. But and big shout out to God for using, I'm going to use my mom. I'm going to say what my mama always says. Big shout out to God for using this little bitty old girl from the East End and Southwest of Little Rock. My mom always says that. I grew up in the East End. Wow. I grew up in the Southwest of Little Rock. Yeah, 901 Pickering, baby. So East Side, I could throw up some gay side. 14th Street. Little Rock, East End, I could throw up some gay side. Then I went to Southwest Little Rock. I grew up in the S-Dub. I never forget my roots and where I came from. So big ups to it.
All the ladies, my group, my people, anybody that me doing, my pastor.
Yes.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
So big ups to all of that. I'll see you guys back here Tuesday morning. If you're not subscribed, go get subscribed to my channel, Coffee and Conversations with LaKisha. That's the YouTube channel. Go like and follow my page, LaKisha M. Johnson. Subscribe to the website, LaKishaMJohnson.com. You can figure out how to book me, how to call me in to speak, whatever it is you need. Get with this fit chick.
Please,
Get with this fit chick and let her transform your life. Remember, we are spirit, soul, and body. So that body needs to line up with your spirit and soul. We love you so much. And I got to shout out my granny, even though she's not here. A lot of who I am is because of the intensity of prayers that she prayed over me. She is the evangelist, the first evangelist I ever seen. So big ups to my granny for loving this little girl and praying her into a position and place that would change her life. I know God. I know she's looking and smiling, and I just love her. I'll see you guys back here Tuesday morning. 5 a.m. Love, peace, and blessings.